At the back, World Cup winners Jürgen Kohler and Stefan Reuter, along with Verns, a real warhorse who will be remembered for a wonderful Euro 96. Further upfield, Dortmund's hopes will rest largely on the two Czechs, the clever Rosicky and his powerhouse compatriot Jan Koller. Liverpool also sports a Czech, its newly signed goalkeeper Dudek, behind a back four of Carragher, Oncho, Hyypiä and Vignal. No room for the veteran McAllister, nor for Robbie Fowler and Nicky Barmby. All three are on the bench as the team is led again by Michael Owen, on the verge of signing a new £16 million deal with the club. Our commentator at the Westfalen is Paul Dempsey.
A very warm welcome to all our viewers on SBS as Liverpool return tonight to the scene of one of their greatest triumphs. But talk of Liverpool's unforgettable UEFA Cup final victory here in the Westfalenstadion against Alaves last May has been banned in the Liverpool camp. Then this was neutral territory. Now tonight it looks a daunting assignment for Liverpool's first away game in the Champions League. Tonight the Westfalen is very much a home fortress for Borussia Dortmund, as Dortmund, like Liverpool, return to Europe's elite, and they intend to stay in it. Well, before we get to the action here tonight in the Westfalen Stadium, there will be a minute's silence as the world continues to mourn for the bereaved and the suffering after the atrocities in the United States.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, die UEFA möchte ihre tiefe Traurigkeit und ihr Entsetzen über die schrecklichen Ereignisse, die in der letzten Woche in den Vereinigten Staaten geschehen sind, zum Ausdruck bringen. Unsere Gedanken und Herzen sind bei den Opfern dieser furchtbaren Angriffe und unsere aufrichtige Anteilnahme gilt ihren Familien und Freunden.
Ladies and gentlemen, UEFA wishes to express its profound sadness and horror at the tragic and terrible events which took place in the United States last week. Our thoughts and hearts go out to all the victims of these dreadful attacks and our sincerest sympathy to their families and friends.
Liverpool perhaps slightly below the usual travelling complement of support here tonight in the Westfalen Stadium, and that a reflection of the times. Russian officials led by the referee Valentin Ivanov tonight, and it will be Liverpool to get us underway. To summarise the team news, Stefan Reuter passed the fitness test to captain the home side tonight, but keep an eye especially on the new front pairing for Borussia Dortmund this season, Jan Koller and Marcio Amoroso, expensively assembled. Liverpool starting here unchanged after their victory in the Mersey derby against Everton at the weekend. So few surprises in either selection in what is likely to become perhaps the tightest of all the initial phase groups in the Champions League this season, Group B. Dortmund fought back bravely from 2 goals down to earn a point in Kiev last week. Liverpool held at home by Boavista, so starting tonight, all 4 sides in the group level. Michael Owen with an early sight and the first possibility that he can run at these Dortmund defenders. That's going to be one of the key issues of the night, you feel. Tidied up by Christian Verns, and a second early touch for Jens Lehmann in goal. Jan Koller using his full height. Jon Arne Riise winning the throw against the giant Koller. How brilliantly Riise, and behind him the young man on the ball, Gregory Vignal, have seized their chances to force their way into this Liverpool side after some early season jitters for Liverpool. Let's see how solid they can look tonight. It is important. The word from the Liverpool camp: a draw would be a respectable result, they feel. But a defeat here would make this group very, very difficult. Jamie Carragher on duty at right back in the continuing absence of Marcus Babbel, out with a viral infection. The other long-term absentee, Patrick Berger, who briefly played at Dortmund, you may remember. But his input in the build-up to this game has been important for Liverpool, we understand. Danny Murphy. Didi Hamann back in his native land tonight. And the Czech, Tomáš Rosický, the man penalised. Stefan Anchot. Fed into Murphy once more. Liverpool looking to settle into this task here tonight. It's a very big night for many of these Liverpool players, not just the youngsters, Vignal and Risa, but it's the night that Liverpool feel they are, for the first time, being really tested in the Champions League away from home. Michael Owen's got onto it here. 2 in the box to aim at. A drop for Risa. It's been a good start here. Here comes Gregory Vignal stretching forward. He loves to get forward, the young French fullback. Reuter dealt with the cross pretty well. First touch for Miroslav Stevic. And Christian Wirtz, who endured a torrid night against Michael Owen in the famous England win against Germany in Munich 3 weeks ago. Chance for him perhaps to try to put the record straight to some extent, but it was a horrible moment in his distinguished career. Owen, England's hat-trick hero. Watch out tonight for the pace of Evan Nielsen and Dede, the 2 Brazilian fullbacks in this Dortmund lineup. They love to get forward. Risa and Vignal down Liverpool's left in particular will need to be alive to that. There goes Evan Nielsen for the first time. Not much has been getting past Vignal since he started to establish himself in the Liverpool side. Dealt with that well enough. And with the defensive jitters early on in the campaign, both Risa and Vignal are seizing their opportunity to establish themselves as Liverpool players. Emil Heskey gets on the turn for the first time. Went the direct route. Well, we'll call that one a rangefinder. But he's been in fine form, Big Emil, even though Michael Owen is the man getting all the plaudits at the moment. Phil Thompson and Gerard Houllier, the management duo at Liverpool, know that Heskey's contribution to the pairing is equally important up front for Liverpool. Headed back by Gerrard. Liverpool sitting in here. And as normal, looking to utilise the fact that they have such a pacey, powerful front two. Looks like Jan Koller's got a problem here early on. The 6'7" Czech international striker. Signed from Anderlecht. Well, a very painful little calling card left by Didi Hamann. 6'7" or not, you are vulnerable in that area. Pretty cagey start here from Borussia Dortmund, even though they are the home side. Nothing to be gained by being gung-ho at this early stage in the Champions League group in what we expect could become a very tight scrap for the top 2 places. Picked up by Gerrard. Heskey took up a superb position. First chance that he's had to run down Liverpool's right here. Took 2 to stop him. Flicked on by Koller, but he's all alone. Anchot to Vignal. Early into the path of Risa. It was a good ball, and he's gone again. Two youngsters learning their trade and now learning as a partnership down the Liverpool left, but how well they did do in the Merseyside derby against Everton at the weekend. Steven Gerrard got a special goal in that game, and Liverpool suddenly hit form after a couple of dismal displays in the league. Defeats before that against Bolton and Aston Villa. And they always have this man who is in the form of his life, his young life. Still only 21, Michael Owen, would you believe? Reese's touch wasn't the best. As for Dortmund, they made a fine start to the Bundesliga campaign. They won all their first 4 league games this season. Heskey allowed to continue. Drop for Jan Koller. Again, he's the most forward Dortmund player. Marcio Amoroso needed just a little too long on it. But after that fine start for Dortmund, having won the first 4 in the Bundesliga, a couple of important league defeats against championship rivals Bayern Munich, beaten Dortmund 2-0 here in the Westfalen, and perhaps equally painful for the Dortmund support at the weekend, a defeat to their bitter local rivals Schalke by a 0-0. But it was a solid performance opening their Champions League campaign last week. They were 2 down and came back against Dynamo Kiev. Dropped into Rosický's space. First real threat that Borussia Dortmund have mustered here, and the young Czech playmaker knows he might have done better with it. Does find space for himself well, and that's going to be one of Liverpool's biggest problems here. Plenty of time to line it up, and Jerzy Dudek must have been expecting more of a threat. The new man in the Liverpool goalkeeper's jersey, just in case you missed that early season drama. Sander Westerveld, surplus to requirements on the day that Liverpool bought not 1 but 2 goalkeepers. Young Chris Kirkland, incidentally, who was injured. This is Matthias Sammer, formerly an outstanding player for Dortmund and Germany. Career cut short by injury, and now the coach here. And what a fine job he's done in his short time as a manager. But it's been a very cagey start here from Dortmund, even though they are the home side. The reputation of Liverpool down the years is second to none in German football. That may be a partial explanation. The reputation certainly of Michael Owen and Emil Heskey and Steven Gerrard, after Liverpool youngsters played such a part in England's historic win in Germany. That's maybe playing a part. And when Liverpool won the UEFA Cup in such thrilling fashion here against Alaves at the end of last season, that too was noted. It's a nice, quiet, solid start from Liverpool away from home. The incredible Jurgen Kohler, 36 now, and still the strong man in the Borussia Dortmund defence. Well read by Evan Nielsen. Kohler couldn't dig it out from under his feet. Back from Hyypiä to Jerzy Dudek. Had a good game here last season, and he's remembered for it in his Feyenoord days, Dudek. In the Champions League, they got a 1-1 draw against Borussia Dortmund. And Dudek was outstanding on the night. Rosický gets on it for Dortmund. They need him involved in the action. Just to confirm the makeup of this Dortmund lineup tonight, pretty much at full strength. Stefan Reuter was the one big injury doubt. Jens Lehmann, the keeper, also has been having some treatment for a back complaint, but it's pretty much the way they would want to be. The big transfer activity here in the summer was to bring in Collar and his strike partner Amoroso for a combined fee of around $30 million US. After a good season last time, they felt they needed more quality up front and went out to buy from the top range. Gerrard almost caught in possession. Vignal gets forward for Liverpool. Heskey loves it in these areas. Risa, will he try and whip one in? Thought better of it. Vignal was patient, but well policed by Stejovic. Drop for Owen. Danger here whenever it reaches him. Kohler took him then, interestingly. Gerrard tried the little give and go over the top. On from Vignal, but as he fed Owen, he may have climbed on his man. Don't think it was Michael Owen who was penalised, but Gregory Vignal. Well, they're used to huge crowds here in the Westfalen, in the passionate Ruhr area in Germany, the industrial heartland over the last 50 years, and also the heartland of real football passion in Germany. And it's perhaps a sign of the times that it's a slightly subdued atmosphere so far. Certainly Liverpool have not brought the numbers that they would have been expecting tonight. Here goes Owen. Well, he started to run on Wurns again, but there was fine cover from the 37-year-old Stefan Reuter. Read the signs then well. Owen made Wurns' life sheer hell in the first half of that England performance against Germany. Risa with the long throw. Evan Nielsen didn't clear it. Run back by Heskey. Owen couldn't collect it. Jamie Carragher penalised. Switching from his left full-back position of most of last season to the right, in the absence of Marcus Babbel. So much respect for Liverpool's tradition in Europe, in German football, and it's been a pretty tepid start here from Dortmund. All good news for Liverpool. Reach Risa. Stejovic again got back, the Yugoslav. Given away by Rosicki. It's going very nicely here for Liverpool early on. Gerrard. Aimed at Heskey. Now the crowd does try to lift the home side a little bit. Vignal. The Norwegian, Jan Erik Sorensen, got the better of him. It's basically a 3-4-3 Dortmund formation. Rosicki, the man who he hopes will be making Dortmund tick in this game, but Hamann and Gerrard have kept him tightly plugged in the opening 15 minutes or so. A little bit of space for Wurns. Evan Nielsen. Risa got himself into the right position. So too did Steven Gerrard. Well defended by Liverpool, who look tight and well organised here. Risa trying to get Owen on the run, and that's always an option. Corner. The 36-year-old. He gives a year to Stefan Reuter. But I'm sure Kohler's not slow to point out that he's the man who's won the record 105 German caps in his fantastic career. Rosicki got into space. Same story, almost from an identical position 5 minutes ago. He blazed one over the top, and he's now 2 from 2. Riley noted by the coach. Never getting over it, and it's a clear sight of the target. Dudek again untroubled. Heskey using all his bulk so well. Gerrard. Murphy had tried to sneak forward. Didn't quite reach him. Amoroso battling. Meantime, a card in the middle of the park, and it looks as though Miroslav Stejevic is the man who's perhaps exchanged pleasantries with the Russian referee. Certainly was late on Heskey. The rule, incidentally, in the new Champions League season, 3 bookings and an automatic suspension. Doesn't matter at which stage they're collected. If Dortmund do go forward, they'll still count. Well collected by Koller. Blasted in by Amoroso. Won back by Stejevic. First time we've really seen Dortmund getting down the Liverpool right, the Dortmund left. Fired in by Koller. Evan Nielsen getting well forward down this side. Very well seen by Vignal, who's looking at home again here early on. Whipped in ambitiously by Amoroso. No threat to Dudek. £16 million spent on Amoroso. A mere £5 million on Dudek by Liverpool from Feyenoord. But it was a sensational piece of transfer news so early in the season. And the Dutchman Sander Westerveld was the most nonplussed of all by it. Ambitious for Murphy. Reuter and Koller. The 2 rocks around which the Dortmund camp has been built in the last decade. Well collected by Lehmann. Slippy top here in the Westfalen Stadium. Been a lot of rain in Germany today. Koller beaten by Hamar. Drop for Gerrard. A little bit of pace into Heskey's path. Flag stayed down. Well seen by Lehmann. Sorensen couldn't collect it. Amoroso did so. Clever ball. Sorensen on the charge here. Well, it's a bit more like it from Borussia Dortmund, but they have not really given their home fans an awful lot to cheer about here in this first period, first quarter of the match. It's just gone exactly as Liverpool would wish it to. Heskey again using his bulk, and again he wins a free kick off Koller. 2 heavyweights tangling there. One of the great competitors in European club football. Sammer played with him and he would know. It's been chanceless as well as goalless so far. A couple of half chances for Dortmund from distance. Now, we know that Liverpool have the players who can hit the target from distance. Risa. Lehmann came to collect it. Got it second time. Slippy ball. Michael Owen was quite entitled to go for it. And it is a greasy ball tonight after pretty heavy rain in the couple of hours before kickoff. On by Koller. That's the great advantage of having 6'7" to jump with in the air. Stejevic for Dortmund. Carragher. The absence of Marcus Babbel. The reason, just to repeat, that Jamie Carragher has been moved across to right full-back. Amoroso. Been on the fringes of this game so far, the Brazilian. Here's Wurns. Forward by Reuter. Sami Hyypiä into touch. Stevic did it nicely, nice idea. Sorensen again was the player trying to penetrate. Riise did well for Liverpool. He's picked out Emil Heskey. Gerrard kept possession well. Carragher. Not much seen of Danny Murphy so far. And that little glimpse, Kohler was his equal when they turned and went for it, even though there's 10 years between them. What an athlete this man has been through his career. Well, that is not Champions League standard from Dortmund, frankly. They have struggled to find their rhythm here early on. Crowd is very quiet in what is, by tradition, one of the great strongholds. Everything that Anfield might be in English terms, by tradition, this place is in German football folklore. But you wouldn't know it so far. Christian Wurns, much easier time against an English club side than he endured in the first half of that England-Germany international. Rosicki. Hammond got very close to him. Here's Wurns again. Confidence was severely dented by the chasing Michael Owen gave him, but he's settling in decently so far in this one. Clever first touch from Sorensen. He's gone again here. Now can the Norwegian whip a cross in? Yes. Liverpool comfortably defended it, and it's reached Owen. Early to Heskey. What a superb ball. And again, all the experience of Reuter. Brilliantly defended. Even older than Kohler at 37, Stefan Reuter, but how important it was that he passed a fitness test. And he's plugging all the gaps. On by Kohler. Vignal jumped highest. Hamann wins the free kick, and Dortmund don't feel they're getting much out of this Russian referee on German territory here. Murphy to Onsho. Hamann. Heskey. Liverpool just keep ticking over. There's an air of European expertise about this European job so far tonight from Liverpool. In the great old days, the 70s and the 80s, it was their trademark. They were the supreme masters of it away from home, keeping the crowd quiet, frustrating the opposition on away nights in Europe. And buoyed up by their UEFA Cup triumph last season, they feel they belong up with the very best in Europe. And there's an air of authority about this Liverpool display so far tonight. Into safety by Vignal. Well, little by little, the crowd are stoking it up a little bit here, and that's got to be good news for Dortmund. Now they are in. It's Sorensen. Vignal committed himself too much. Kohler, it's even too big for the giant check. But that's the service he wants. Goal kick. First time that Liverpool have been opened up. Rosicki. Pulling the strings. And Kohler getting the service that he thrives on. But yet again, Jerzy Dudek didn't have to make a save. Hit and hope from Evan Nielsen. Rosicki gets on it though. Amoroso. Well, they left it to each other, Evan Nielsen and Rosicki. Emil Heskey on the counter. Michael Owen wanted it in front of him. Pace in the move here from Liverpool. Ambitiously struck by Vignal. In his third season as a Liverpool player, the young Frenchman. Aimed at collar by Lehmann. Not much is sticking when it does reach collar for Dortmund. Kohler. Just have a feeling in the last 5 minutes or so that Dortmund are beginning to come to terms with the task here. They are the home side and they must feel as though they've got to try to win here. Just to remind you, the other two teams in this group, Borussia and Dynamo Kiev. Almost threaded its way through the collar. Well covered by Vignal. He gets an encouraging little clap from a couple of his more senior teammates then, the youngster. But Dortmund are beginning to crank it up here in the Westfalen. They have a corner. Somehow you felt as though it was all too quiet. Not now. Rosicki's beginning to have an influence on it. It's his corner. Dudek changed his mind and went back. Vignal got the all-important touch then. Liverpool did not look comfortable when it was swung in. Borussia clear. Owen. Murphy's gone ahead of him. And Stefan Reuter is the right man in the right place to sweep up again. It's much better from Rosicki here now. Brought Stevic into it. Amoroso looking for the width. Waited and waited. Evan Nielsen arrived. Dortmund have gone through the gears. Aimed at collar. Again he couldn't get there. And neither could Sorensen. Took two to stop him though. Dortmund having their best spell. And Liverpool slightly under pressure for the first time. Nice idea from Stevic to switch it. It reached collar. Sorensen couldn't climb to keep the move going. Well, Liverpool must have known it was too good to be true here in the first 15 odd minutes. The crowd was quiet and Dortmund were in second gear. But now it's beginning to look like a test. When the group was drawn, they must have thought this was going to be the hardest away game that they would play in this section, Liverpool. And it might yet become that. Rosicki with the free kick. Steven Gerrard got his head to it. It was Jurgen Kohler, I think. Well, he gets the odd one. But his rugged defending is how he's made his name, not as a goal scorer. On the half hour, the second night in Liverpool's return to the European elite, held at home by Borussia, and beginning to be tested by Dortmund here. Borussia. Gerrard. Width provided by Carragher. Did well. Murphy. Hamann. It's good from Liverpool. Murphy. And equally well defended. Jan Koller. Also got to him really quickly. It's a great piece of defending. There's a decent idea to get it over the top as well to Owen. Couldn't collect it. Koller again in the wars. The referee A few times tonight it hasn't quite stuck when it's reached Koller, when Dortmund need him to hold it up and build from there, and he was never quite in control of the ball, and surely Alcho's quite entitled to go for it, which he did. But Sammer and the Dortmund bench below us here are not happy that they're getting very little out of the Russian referee. Rosicki. Well read by Hupia. Got a throw for Liverpool. Schindler to judge by Reuter. Not what he intended, but it didn't lead to any further danger. Now, one of the weapons in the armoury, if you'll pardon the phrase, for Riese is a long, long throw. Koller again caught. Advantage played by the referee, and it might be a good one for Dortmund. Sorensen's on the burst here. Koller stayed down, and his height's not there. When he looked up, he wasn't there for it. Had to go alone, the Norwegian. Got a corner, but he was short of options. Koller was caught and left on the deck. And excellent refereeing. He allowed the advantage, but he'd spotted the culprit, and Alcho is booked. And I don't think the Swiss international even complained. He knew. Rosicki from the Dortmund right. Emil Heskey did a good job for the team then. Fine defensive challenge to deny Wurns a clear sight of the target. Jerzy Dudek in no particular rush to restart. Well, he's provided some threat here. It's a big night for Jan-Erik Sørensen, the Norwegian, signed from Rosenborg last season. Started brightly in the Dortmund ranks, but faded as the season went on. Now is a big time in his career here. Foul on Owen, free kick to Liverpool. Might say his reputation has preceded him, and that might be considered some small measure of payback after Owen ran Wurns senseless a few weeks ago. Phil Thompson and Houllier more animated on the Liverpool bench. Steven Gerrard got a sparkling strike from distance in the weekend game against Everton, but I think he might be leaving this one to Riese. Planned move. Reuter wasn't fooled by it. Rosicki got a touch on it for Dortmund. Alcho's the last man. Reached Heskey. Got his head up early, Emil Heskey, and unfortunately for Liverpool, Riese checked out of the run he just started. Big influence tonight, though, away from home, Heskey, with his physical power. Koller used his for the first time. Amoroso for Dortmund. Here's Sørensen. Vignal just trying to hold him up. Evan Nielsen. Well defended by Liverpool. Hamann forward to Heskey. Hamann again. It's a superb ball out, if Gerrard can get on it. Unlucky. The slick turf after the rain didn't help Steven Gerrard any then. Held up by Koller. Dortmund had a bright little spell in this first half, but Liverpool have taken the game back down the field. Stevic. Again, asking a lot in these conditions of Sorensen.
Did well. Headed down by Collar. Evan Nielsen. It's Collar in the air again. Gets it third time. Again it breaks down off Jan Collar. Over the top to Heskey for Liverpool. Collar made sure he was first. Loves a battle and he's having one with Heskey tonight. Rosicki. Amoroso. Not much seen of Dede getting forward down that side, and again Carragher gets the better of him. Murphy came to help, did very cleverly to reach Owen. Risa on the run here, what a ball by Michael Owen. Only Heskey in front of him. It's too big. Young Norwegian, Risa, signed from Monaco in the close season. Here's Dede. Clever little flick on by Rosicki to his Czech international teammate Koller. Signed from Sparta Prague, Tomas Rosicki, arguably the pick of an outstanding Czech under-21 international side of the past couple of years. Now starting to make his mark at the top of the game. Stevic's ball prodded forward. Fly hack by Risa, he got away with it. He'll call it a pass on to Heskey, he gives it away. Verns having a much better night tonight, back at club level. Here's Rosicki. Liverpool comfortable. Only one up. Sitting back and soaking it up when they have to. Emil Heskey dropping into clever positions. He fed Risa. Liverpool keeping possession. That was their trademark in the greatest days. And it looks and feels something like that here away from home. Hamann releases Gerrard, who made a fine run and equally well covered by Dede. Hasn't done much coming forward down that left for Dortmund, the Brazilian Dede, but defensively he's been pretty sound. It's hard to think of one single cross in the first half that Liverpool have been able to whip in from the right-hand flank. Not one. Carragher can also throw it long. Won a corner with the help of Danny Murphy. On the fringe of the England squad now, Murphy. Jonan Arisa to take. Verns takes Heskey. Liverpool have got two men on the line here, trying to block Lehmann's view, and he didn't get it. Almost worked for them. Given away by Evan Nielsen. Emil Heskey's got space here and he's onside. There's a late flag. Linesman thought about it a long time before sticking his flag up. You look across the line here and you do question whether in fact it should have gone up at all. Clearly onside.
He thought about it a long time before he put his flag in the air, and he got it wrong. Indirect free kick, foot up, won by Amoroso. Dortmund trying to reply here. Dudek wants 3 in his wall. What a great time it would be as the rain falls again here in Dortmund for Borussia to get their noses in front. Psychologically, it would be a massive blow in their favour. Rosicky leaves it to Dede and to Stejovic. Stejovic might be the man who gets the vote here. Here comes the Yugoslav, deflected to safety. Had to be a corner, but the referee doesn't give it. Clear deflection. Off Risa on the end of the wall. Amoroso trying to get Sorensen in against Vignal. Been just a little bit too predictable here from Dortmund in this first half, though. Here's Wurns. Evan Nielsen. Can Dortmund produce any penetration down their left? They keep checking out to this right-hand side. Sorensen. Nice idea. Got the drop on Vignal. Gerrard was across quickly to cover, and he forced Sorensen onto his weaker left foot. It was excellent work from Gerrard, and Liverpool had the numbers to defend it. Rosicky. Stejovic, hustled by Heskey. Oh, he's doing a tremendous shift here for the team, Emil Heskey. Much more than just a front man these days. Shouldn't be too much injury time here. Neither team has had to get any of the physios onto the field. There have been a couple of bookings that might add another minute technically. Reuter forward. Well blocked by Gerrard. Risa, and he was taken out by Wurns. Liverpool in absolutely no hurry to restart the game. Stejovic. Sorensen, the man most likely to penetrate in this first half for Dortmund. Evan Nielsen. Amoroso couldn't collect. Broken up by Gerrard for Liverpool. Michael Owen. Risa joins in. Brilliant piece of defending by Reuter, but it's Owen now. He pulled him back clearly, Reuter. Owen allowed to run. And he doesn't get anything, and Liverpool feel aggrieved about that. Stefan Reuter was living on the edge there. They're trying to get Collar on the run. To no avail. Half-time. Stefan Reuter got lucky in the closing moments of the first half here as Michael Owen goes through the gears and goes past him, and on other occasions, many times, we've seen penalties given for less than that. Couldn't make any profit from it ultimately, and by and large Owen has been well policed by a well-organised Dortmund rearguard. The problem here for the home side, Dortmund looking to win and get the 3 points at home, is that they have not penetrated largely Liverpool have looked comfortable, well organised, well prepared, and they've kept the crowd quiet, restricted Dortmund to some errant long-range shooting, and Liverpool can be well satisfied with the first 45. It's Dortmund 0, Liverpool 0. The Westfalen Stadium, all set to go then in this second half, and all to play for. Not much between Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool so far on the night. Rosicki for the home side in the off. Stopped by Murphy. Gerrard outfought for once by Dede. It's what we had at the start, and you do feel here as though Liverpool would be quite happy to go home with the same scoreline as they continue to adjust from playing knockout cup ties in the UEFA Cup to the demands of a Champions League format. Jürgen Kohler. Cleared by Oncho, but Amoroso had run offside. The much vaunted front two for Borussia Dortmund kept pretty quiet here in the first half tonight. Kohler and Amoroso, an expensively assembled partnership to threaten Hyypiä and Oncho, but no question that in that area Liverpool had the better of it. On by Heskey for Liverpool. Reuter and Dede almost got in each other's way. Dede's got to cover around here. Picked up by Gerrard to Murphy. Tried to feed it into Michael Owen's path, and he made something of it. Lehmann changed his mind and went back. Dropped for Liverpool, but there was a foul before it by Emil Heskey, I think, as he tried to use his bulk and considerable power. Empty seats around the Westfalen Stadium, and that's just one of the surprises of the night. They average around 68,000, just below full capacity for every game, every week here, but many spaces in the crowd tonight. Perhaps the events in the wider world weighing heavily. Onside, and a little bit of pressure on the centre of that defence. What a let-off. What a let-off for Stefan Oncho. Almost a calamitous piece of Liverpool defending. They get away with it, but only just. Dede. Kohler again doesn't get off the ground, and Emil Heskey heads it behind to safety. Liverpool went to sleep, and Summer knows his team has let Liverpool off here. Well, really, that sums up what has been the tenor of the night so far. Sleepy by Liverpool. All Dortmund have is a corner. Rosicki with it. No threat from Amoroso. And just before that, Liverpool manufacturing all their own problems. There's nothing on here as it's played for by Rosicki, but Vignal really goes to sleep under this second ball. And even more alarmingly, the two centre-halves and the keeper all stood and watched each other. Eventually Oncho against his own post. You just wonder whether that's a sign that maybe they haven't quite bedded in as a threesome, the keeper and the two centre-halves, just yet. Nobody took charge of it. Lehmann took charge of it then for Dortmund. Sorensen. Evan Nielsen wins the throw off Owen. Borussia in the air. Return by Verns. Stejovic. Had a very good game so far tonight in the middle of the park for Dortmund. It's a superb ball. Sorensen running with power. I don't think he agreed with the point that Hüppier was making to him. On by Koller, but misguided. Koller to Verns. Koller in the air, got something on it. Now it's Koller on the deck. Oh, what a horrible evening he's having. Looking so short of his best touch. As this new Dortmund partnership's continuing to struggle. And the nearest that Dudek has come to being beaten was by a header from his own centre-half. But Liverpool will be quite happy if it stays like this. Gerrard. Danny Murphy. Steven Gerrard, plenty of Liverpool bodies forward. Sorensen again, very alert, did well. Rosicky, a clever turn. Absolutely cavalier from Amoroso, and Liverpool are in here, and Michael Owen's given offside. But that is a let-off for Dortmund, because Amoroso's carelessness played his whole team into trouble here. The casual flick picked out by Gerrard. This time Liverpool probably were offside. But it's a let-off for Sammer and Dortmund. And he's not having a very good night, Amoroso. Rosicky's balling. Sorensen now. Stopped by Riise. One Norwegian against another, and the younger man did very well. Couldn't reach Owen though. Stopped by Koller. Koller stretches out one of those long legs and doesn't get on the end of it. One thing about Jan Koller, he does keep at it. Far from at his best tonight, but he is a player who will always keep going. Right start to the season in the Bundesliga for Dortmund, for the likes of Amoroso and so, but recent weeks form not quite so electric. And where's the electricity tonight? Again, the home crowd tries to stoke them up. Stejovic has had an excellent night, must be said, trying to light the fuse for the home side. Again, it's a clever ball from Stejovic. Rosicky forward, superbly read by Hüppier. Murphy. Emil Heskey on the charge. Reuter across to cover him, blocks him out at the edge of the penalty area. Well, he took a liberty against Michael Owen before half-time, and he took another one here against Heskey. But he was determined at all costs to stop Heskey getting in that penalty area. That was all that was in Reuter's mind. Sammy Lee leads the charge for a free kick, or better still, a penalty. Closely aided and abetted by Thompson. Riise on his left foot. Now, will he think about trying to bend one in and have a direct strike at Lehmann's goal here? I think he did. Well defended by Dortmund. Amoroso helping out. Same player, Riise with the corner. Borussia trying to make himself a nuisance in front of Lehmann again. Gerrard chases. Fine athlete though he is, he couldn't keep it. More noise early in the second half from this Westfalenstadion crowd. But they must be pretty exasperated by what they've seen from their side here tonight. Maybe something of a hangover from those big league defeats in the last fortnight against Bayern and Schalke. Schalke, the local rivals, of course, in the Ruhr area. And to rub salt into that wound, Andy Moller was the man who got the goal against his former club. Broken up by Kola. Rosicki. On by Stevic. Collar, this time it does stick, and he links with his Czech teammate. Not for long though. Didi Hamann. It's a good ball. It's Michael Owen. Well defended. They kept him on the half turn, but Liverpool still build. Owen quite hadn't caught up with the action. Tied it up by Dede. Collar this time in the air. That's more like his best, and it's Rosicki for Dortmund. Did well initially, then he showed too much of it to Vignal. Well broken up. Now Emil Heskey's got some acreage to run into here. Wurz allows him into the penalty area. Michael Owen, brilliant, inventive, and Kohler took a blow in the face. But for Dortmund, the important thing was that they managed to keep Michael Owen out. So brave, Jurgen Kohler. All through his long career, he's been prepared to put his foot in and his head in where it hurts. Just as he's done there against Owen. Just for a minute they thought there was a breakthrough coming, the Liverpool fans. But Owen's having a harder time of it, it must be said, tonight against the former German star Kohler and Wurz, the man who he tormented in an England jersey. And it's hard to think of a single save that Jens Lehmann in Dortmund's goal has had to make. This man, anonymous Amoroso, as a threat, despite his reputation for Dortmund. The ball stayed in, kept in by Dede. Nothing seen of Dede getting forward yet, but we know he's got tricks. That's poor from Dortmund. Then he will get another chance, but what was in his mind? Was Kohler even reading the signal? Here's Dede again. Now he does link with Kohler. Stevic. Rosicki. Got his head up. Well read by Vignal. Now Risa. Steven Gerrard. Couldn't give Vignal much chance then. Reuter took no chances. On by Kohler. This time Vignal made sure he didn't leave it. Drop for Stevic. Evan Nielsen. Kohler showing for it. Space at a premium. Liverpool will continue to be quite happy with this away from home, as long as they don't give the ball away too cheaply. Vignal to Risa. It was pretty, but it had to work, and it did. All show to Heskey. Well, they strung 6 or 7 passes together quite well, Liverpool. To no particular end. But for the away side on a night like this, possession is everything. And it's up to Dortmund, surely, to try to break Liverpool down. Much better from Vignal. It's getting better from the crowd. They're putting heart and soul into it at last here. With so many great nights of European football in this stadium. The winners of this great trophy themselves not so long ago knocked out Manchester United in an unforgettable semi-final. Vignal got it back from Risa. Picked out Heskey, who came short so well. It's a clever idea. And the veteran's legs just got him there. Great covering from Reuter ahead of Owen. And they have used all their experience to protect Lehmann tonight. Both Reuter and Kohler. Carragher in no particular rush. Heskey inviting the markers in, did well. Owen, good defending from Stevic in the first instance. Michael Owen thinks he's won a corner for Liverpool. Well, Gerard Houllier is looking down the line to where the Liverpool substitutes are warming up, right in your screen there, and you wonder whether Liverpool may freshen things up here as the game reaches the 3/4 mark. Meantime, it's Risa's corner. It's decent. Last touch off Sami Hyypiä, the skipper. Is it a night where Robbie Fowler could come on and poach a goal? Stevic. Got to be in the running for man of the match for Dortmund tonight, you'd feel, just by his energy in the middle of the park. Not so much seen of Sorensen getting forward here early in the second period. On by Kohler. Amoroso lurking. Carragher did well, helped by Murphy. Well, they battled. And they won their little skirmish as Liverpool, and that's all they've got to keep doing here. Burns to Ebba Nielsen. Stevic. Sorensen. Manhandled by Vignal. Free kick to Borussia Dortmund. Just becoming one of those nights you feel when a set piece or a mistake might make all the difference. Tomasz Rosicky, the young Czech star, with the free kick for Dortmund. Too much on it. Safety first from Heskey. Stefan Reut is the last man for Dortmund. Up and under. Fine jump by Hüppier to beat Koller. 25 minutes left here in the Westfalenstadion. Chances in short supply, let alone goals. Here's one man who can make something happen out of nothing. It's so cagey here tonight. It always looked right from the time the draw was made that Group B would be very narrowly contested and maybe decided even on goals scored, goal difference. So far, everything we've seen in this group confirms that idea. Foul by Haman on Amoroso. At least showed us a trick then, Marcio Amoroso. Former Parma man. We know he's capable of so much better. Gotta credit Miroslav Stevic, the Yugoslav, not one of the big names in this Dortmund lineup, but he's put in a tremendous shift tonight. Rosicky beaten by Vignal. Athletic charge from the young Frenchman. Even Kohler's trailing in his wake. Reuter wasn't, although he came off second best. What a servant this man has been to German football. 69 international caps he won. The last of them a long time ago now. Can Liverpool break through? Danny Murphy with the corner. Lehmann came, fine take. Rosicky. Always looking threatening, Rosicky. Can he turn that into something tangible for his team? Liverpool drop right off to defend their penalty area. They're getting pretty good at this stuff in European football. Look at just Michael Owen left way up the field on his own. Emil Heskey's dropped right in to defend here. Dede. Carragher stopped him. Dede's made a real mess of a couple of throws from this position. Slightly better, but Koller couldn't get off the ground. Amoroso held it up. Rosicky! Maybe Dortmund think it won't be their night. Beautiful strike from the young Czech star. And Jerzy Dudek is never getting near this. Like the rest of us, he's simply watching this and hoping that it comes back off the post, which it does. Pure strike, and it's on its way home. Liverpool's luck holds. He's got better tonight, Rosicky. That's the good news for Dortmund. Now, will that encourage Borussia Dortmund? Here's Haman. Will it shake Liverpool up a little bit? They've been containing the opposition without remotely threatening here second half. Riese. Haman. Vignal almost caught in possession. Sorensen picked it up. Collar stayed on the ground. Referee plays advantage, but Dortmund are short of their front man. Evan Nielsen joins in instead. What have Dortmund got to threaten with? Dede. At last he tries to go outside and he wins a corner. Well defended by Murphy. Kohler rejoins the fray. Well, I think he's made his case to the referee, clearly to us too. No card for the challenge which left him on the deck. Ruzicki with this corner. Carragher took charge of it for Liverpool. Whipped in by Dede. Again, Jan Koller does not get off the ground. Returned by Evan Nielsen. Liverpool, too many bodies, too resolute. Here's the man most likely to pick the lock tonight. It's Ruzicki. Stevic. It's all in front of him. Liverpool defending deep and in numbers. The picture tells the story for you. Two lines of four, asking Dortmund to come and break them down. Dortmund cannot do it. It's not pretty, and although they've had plenty of perspiration, Matthias Sammer's Borussia Dortmund have lacked the inspiration they need. Well won by Wurtz. Risa climbed high. On by Heskey to Owen, or intended to be for Owen. Heskey. Down from Gerrard to Onshaw. Jamie Carragher looked up, saw Heskey on the charge. Brzezinski away from Gerrard. This time Koller does win a free kick off Onshaw. Stefan Reuter to take it. Meat and drink for Onshaw. Out as far as Ruzicki. Kolar. It's a pretty half-hearted run by Sorensen to try to get in behind Vignal then. Do Dortmund believe they can break this Liverpool side down? Jan Koller again is missed out in the air. It's quite mystifying. Fly hack by Carragher was also mystifying. Now it's Dede starting to look busier down Dortmund's left here late on. Murphy working hard against Koller, did well for the team. But he keeps putting himself about, but it's time for a change here for Liverpool. Gary McAllister. And it looks like it's Yonan Arisa who makes way for McAllister. The evergreen Scotsman. careful. Owen into the corner. Burns again. Has his number then. Phil Thompson can't believe they didn't get anything. He'll be feeling a lot better, Christian Wörns, so far tonight than in that game when they tangled in international colours. 15 minutes left here. A very different scenario. I think the hope late on here for any neutrals watching with us is that both sides have the players involved here who can just create a goal out of nothing, and it could yet be one of those nights. Höpje climbing above Koller again. They don't get anything out of this referee, Dede and Evan Nielsen. The men in the side to provide the service for Koller, really between them. Hard to think of a single decent cross ball that they've produced. Liverpool will say that's down to their good tactical planning. Here's Owen. 3 around him. Too many. Koller stayed on the deck after the ball had gone. Don't think he'll like that. He might have been caught, and he might think about retribution. Amoroso finds Evan Nielsen. Sums up Dortmund tonight. Evan Nielsen thought Sorensen was going. The two old dears in the stand can't work it out either. I don't think so far it's a European night that's going to stay in their memories, or any younger lovers of the European game. Emil Heskey. Owen gets away from a couple this time. Tried to trick his way past the third. Vain Liverpool appeal for a penalty. Just for a moment, Michael Owen sparked it to life. Stevic wins a throw off Didi Hamann. Here's the Yugoslav once more. Offside, Sorensen. He's really faded out of it here, second half, the Norwegian, after a bright start. Michael Owen got past the challenge of Wörns pretty much for the first time tonight here. Look how quickly Reuter was across to cover, and he was again going to stop Owen at all costs. Thompson felt it was a penalty, but then Thompson always does when Owen goes tumbling. Will we have a goal here? You never know. Jerzy Dudek has been a virtual spectator here, which is, in a way, credit to the defensive job Liverpool have done pretty much all night so far. Höpje first on the scene to deny Sorensen. Super defending from the Liverpool captain. It's really the first time that one of the centre-halves has really had to hit top gear and get there. So good has the cover been. Liverpool are getting pretty good at this in European football away from home. Blanket defence when it's necessary, trying to hit on the break, keeping the tempo low, frustrating the crowd, trying to keep possession, and asking the home side to prove that they really are better. It's almost like it's a test of nerve. And it's nothing new with Liverpool in Europe, take my word for it, going back years. A picture of frustration, Sammer and co. But they still have time, Dortmund. Amoroso got his head up. What a disappointing night. He, frankly, has had a nightmare tonight. He's been brought here for these big nights, specifically to show us what he's got on the big nights on the big stage. Here's Heskey. Drew his foot back. Much like his opposite number tonight, Jens Lehmann has not had to make a save. Well, credit the crowd here, because nobody has gone home yet. And everything this fella's done has gone wrong tonight too. Murmurings of discontent, it must be said, in the German press in the last couple of weeks over this partnership of Koller and Amoroso, expensively assembled by Dortmund for this European campaign. Once the results start going wrong, the questions are asked quickly, at that level especially, and with that sort of outlay. McAllister. Down the side from Höpje. Well collected by Vignal. Stefan Reuter has hardly put a foot wrong tonight. Here's Michael Owen. Well won by Murphy in the air. Gerrard can't get there though. Not first time anyway. Amoroso at least has helped his team win a throw-in. And on a night like this, that's almost good news. It's Emil Heskey backtracking. How many holes has he filled up tonight defensively? Can they find a way through the red shirts, Dortmund? Stevic got his head up. No danger for Höpje. Amoroso, it's better. Only one yellow shirt in the penalty area to 5 Liverpool defenders. Whipped away by Murphy. But at last, a moment of threat from Marcio Amoroso. More changes look imminent, this time for Dortmund. Got a couple of strikers. Herrlich and Bobic on the bench tonight, Dortmund. In fact, those two were the players who really did the bulk of the striking duties last season. Lars Ricken from midfield, perhaps, and also the enigmatic African talent of Sunday Olise. Maybe something different's called on here late on. It is to be Freddy Bobic, striker. Rosicki. Not for a minute did Marcio Amoroso look like getting on the end of that. Have to question whether the confidence is very high in this Dortmund side. It's very solid at the back certainly, but further forward the questions will be asked after this, no question about that. Cleared by Koller. Same player, got it second time. Rosicki keeps finding yellow jerseys, and that's at least a start for Dortmund. Jan Koller all alone, did pick out a teammate this time. Rosicki tried the hardest option, easily snuffed out by Liverpool. Now can the visitors break? Hamann took his eye off it. There's only 5 minutes left here for Borussia Dortmund. They say, rule one in Europe, win your home games. Surely Dortmund will not be happy with a 0-0 at home. Vignal broke it up this time. Liverpool keep the tempo low. Gary McAllister, just the man for a job like this, coming on second half, expert at keeping possession. And it's up to Dortmund to go and get the ball back. On by Heskey. Michael Owen. 2 to beat. Whipped in by Gerrard. Marcio Amoroso makes way. Freddy Bobic, striker for a striker. Sorensen makes way. And on in his place, Lars Ricken, midfield player. For once, Owen's touch let him down, and he's frustrated because he just got in between defenders for a moment. Well, he hasn't got much time to make an impact. Bobic, as Amoroso tries to convince us that he's had an injury here. No free kick against Gerrard. It was a long chase for him to no avail. Rosicki to Koller. He got it back from his Czech teammate. And again. Bobic. Rosicki. Booted clear by Vignal. Evan Nielsen. Aimed at Koller. Glanced off the top of his head. Murphy clear. Koller to Reuter. They have some width at least here, Dortmund. It's Ricken. Well defended by Vignal. Didn't let his concentration drop. Well, they protected their keeper so well here in Liverpool tonight. Hurpia leading by example, the captain, got his head to that. In the last minute of the 90. Goal now. Could be a winner and could be worth so much. But will Dortmund go for it? Stevic. Well seen by Carragher. No foul. Owen. McAllister. Murphy. Owen left it. Was easily picked out by Reuter. People are starting at last to drift away from the Westfalen. There's only 1 minute of added time. And it's almost now or never tonight. Dead. Does he swing one in? No, yet again he tries to go outside with no conviction whatsoever. You just question whether Dortmund have really believed in this tonight at home enough. Got to credit Liverpool for putting that doubt in the home side's mind, no question. Rosicky can hold his head up because he has shown for it and tried to make things happen. Gary McAllister conceded a free kick. It's pretty much a case here of Liverpool defending this successfully and then making ready to go home. This could be the last action of the night. Stevic to take. Onshow takes Bobic. Christian Wurz has gone forward here. Sums the night up. Sums the whole night up. We'll give credit to Stevic for his endeavours, but by and large Dortmund have been so lacking in belief and penetration in particular. Again, Dudek strolls across to get the ball. Not even got a warning tonight for the pace or the lack of pace when he's got the restarts. And it's a suffocation job successfully achieved by Liverpool here tonight. Frustration indeed for the Westfalenstadion crowd. Dortmund looking to have players well short of their best. A wry smile from their coach Matthias Sammer, and although men like Stevic in your picture here put in a manful shift to try to inspire the home crowd and the home team, Dortmund looked short of confidence after 2 big defeats in the Bundesliga running up to this game. At the back they were solid with the outstanding veterans Kohler and Reuter to the fore, and Wurz kept Michael Owen out to help put that record straight. But by and large, Liverpool came not to be beaten. Even though Rosicky tried to pick holes in the Liverpool defence, Liverpool were solid, well prepared and happy to play on the counter-attack. You cannot fault them for it. It's how they've made their mark back in European football. And when all is said and done, they would have been happy tonight at this early stage in the Champions League with a point and with a clean sheet. And Liverpool have got both. In fact, it's Liverpool's first clean sheet in 9 outings, and they will consider that the end justifies the means. And if they do go on to mount a challenge, nobody will even remember how they got this point tonight. It will just be a small step along the road for Liverpool. They'll be happy enough, but surely Dortmund cannot be. An eminently forgettable occasion, I'm afraid. The result, Dortmund 0, Liverpool 0, and hardly a meaningful chance to speak of.